they have to, I don't know, they have to fix something. They have to look and see what went wrong in the last few games. They have to win, at least 3 of those games to secure a Champions League spot, and then they will need to go in the summer and see if Dembélé wants to stay or he wants to leave. See some of the players still happy at Barcelona, or they will bring some players in that will improve the quality of the team. Because also don't forget, if they go and play in Champions League next season, I mean, they have to compete against the best teams. So they have to go and compete with Real Madrid again for La Liga, and they've not been, good enough this season to challenge all those teams. So, it's going to be difficult if you look at the situation right now. Probably a few weeks ago, everyone was happy. Xavi was the right man, and I think you have to trust him. You have to give him time and see in the summer if they can strengthen this squad.
Pablo, you talked about the future. Where do you think the biggest concern is for Xavi? Is it in defense where they look vulnerable today, or is it in attack where they had 4 shots on goal, but really through 90 minutes they had 1 shot on goal against Rayo at home?
Well, defensively, obviously, I don't know. They have to go and look for a centre back for sure. Eric Garcia at the moment is young. He got a good future, but he's not performing well enough. Araujo, I don't know, with his contract, there's been some rumor that apparently he will agree and he will stay. They need to find a left back to give Jordi Alba some rest, see what happened to the right back. I don't know. Up front, you have Dembélé, that has probably been one of the best players for Barcelona in the last few games, but I don't know if he wants to stay or he wants to leave. Aubameyang, I don't know. Luke De Jong, Depay, I don't know if he's happy. He's happy under playing under Xavi. So I don't know. It's so many positions where you have to understand if some of the players would like to stay next season. But same, if you go to the transfer market these days and you want to buy some world-class player, it will cost a lot of money. I don't know if they will, financially at the moment, they've been in a bad situation. I don't know if they can afford to buy 3 or 4 world-class players. Probably they will need to look a player on a free again. So I don't know. It's going to be tough for Barcelona. It's not that easy, but thinking about the future next season, they will definitely need to improve this squad.
I think if you, I don't know what, it's hard to summarise that, as Pablo said, because there's so many things that he may need to do. But I go back to it. I think if you look, and I'm not, and I know this is, we're coming off the back of Spanish coverage, and I'm bringing 2 teams in because I think they are the 2 teams to look up to at the moment, as Liverpool and City. Is both those teams built from the back? Liverpool, it was about defenders, it was about a goalkeeper, it was about Van Dijk, and it was about the full-backs. It was the same at City. When Guardiola went in, they had some defensive issues. He wanted full-backs. He wanted to change the full-backs. He wanted centre-halves, obviously changed the goalkeeper. They did have some really good players, I give you that. It's not that you don't buy any of the players, but both of those managers, as attacking as they are and their philosophy, they went out and they've bought defenders. Without really good defenders and a goalkeeper, you cannot have the platform to go and have success. Yeah, you can have the flair and you can have some good performances, but it's the backbone. A defensive midfielder, again, Fabinho, Rodri, these kind of people, Casemiro at Real Madrid, you have to have that backbone to allow these youngsters, these flair players, to go and play. And I personally think that's where he should start. I'm not saying that's where he will, but I think until they build from the back, with Piqué's age and the others unconvincing, then all the good football in the world, and don't forget, there's no Lionel Messi's 50 goals now to paper over any of these cracks. That's gone. That's long gone. So he's going to have to, I think, they're going to have to figure it out, how they're going to build this team from the back and then take it forward. Without that, I don't think they'll have success outside of Spain anytime soon.
Andres Christensen from Chelsea looks like he could be making the move to Barcelona. Pablo, you think that would be the fix?
Well, could be. I don't know. They, as we spoke before, Seb, they definitely need to improve that squad. Craig said defensively they having so many problems recently, and Piqué is coming at the end of his career. He cannot play every single game, and you need a solid back four who can give it a chance to feel secure at the back, to be solid, and then they have quality enough. In some of those positions in midfield to create something. But the problem also, if I have time to mention, that Pedri been playing last season, I don't know, more than 60, 70 games. And that's the problem with Barcelona at the moment. If you're your best player, you play them every single game, it's going to be difficult because you have to rotate. When you play so many competition, if you look at the Man City squad, Liverpool, and all that, they can rotate and they can give players a chance to rest, which is something important to come to the end of the season and having those players physically and mentally fresh to play some of the most important games.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.